Thank you for joining. So once again, thank you for joining today's sections and congratulations for being part of the bootcamp program, the 4 days bootcamp program. So I will just read some few names so we can get familiar with them, those ones that have dropped their names on the chat box. So from my end, I can see Michael from Oshogbo. I can see Oniyitan from Kwara. Apologies if I can't pronounce your name correctly. I can see this guy didn't write his name, but he says joining from Ekiti. Sheoluwa, Blessing from Lagos. Kayode, Lois from Lagos. Thank you guys for joining. We are already that was stipulated. So once again,
Hello, Favor. Am I the only one answering? Oh, interesting. All right, everybody. Thanks for joining. Let me pick up from where it stopped. I can see Juliet from Port Harcourt, Fadera from Lagos, Victoria from Ibadan, Oluwapolomi from Ondo State, Nigeria. Thanks for joining the conversation today. I can see Sheluwa from Lagos State also, and a couple of other persons. So if you know you can hear me clearly, kindly drop where you're joining us from, and so we'll be able to recognize you on the call while we proceed. All right, so welcome to BuildersStudio Bootcamp, and this is the first version of the bootcamp itself, and we prepared so much that you'll be able to get from this bootcamp all for free. And I'm hoping by the end of the 4 days, you would have moved from 0 to 1, at least in some levels, to be able to understand the exact technical skill you want to learn. And from there, you'll be able to know how best you can position yourself to grow mastery in that particular tech skill, and also how best to position yourself for opportunities. So without further ado, I would like to proceed. Let me show my face for you. Right. All right, cool. I hope you can see me. Can you? All right. So my name is Damola Oladipo, as you can see from my name. And you get to see a lot of my faces, a lot of my face probably over the next 4 days. And we get to have several discussions around technology, around skill development, around growing for mastery, and all other things that will make sure that you can be able to learn and get going into your skill set. All right. I can also see Delano from Ogun State, Martins Benga from Lagos State. So thank you all for joining, and we'll just proceed from there. All right. So why are we here today? We're here to kickstart the bootcamp itself. And during this conversation for the kickoff ceremony, that's going to last for the next 30 minutes, we'll be sharing with you the why on why we're organizing the bootcamp and what we hope to achieve, so that you can be able to, we can best align our interest on what we hope to achieve and what you can also push yourself to achieve, basically. All right, so moving forward now. Screen. 1 second. Trying to make sure that my screen is responsive. Okay. All right, cool. So going forward, so basically we have an outcome where we believe that you have some needs, you have some frustrations, you have some headaches around what particular skill you should learn, and how best you can be able to quickly facilitate to grow your tech skill. If you're not talking, please kindly mute yourself so we can be able to have some decorum, please. And so we also understand that we are coming from diverse backgrounds, right? These backgrounds differs. Some persons are coming from science background, some persons are from the commercial, some persons are art students. So how best can you be able to tailor your experience to make sure that what you want to achieve and what you need to do are well aligned? And that's one of the reasons why we've put together something like this to help you mitigate some of the worries and some of the headaches you might have along your journey, basically. Now, these are some of the pain points we've seen around the technology ecosystem in Nigeria. Some persons will come out of a tech bootcamp and they will look for a job, get an experience. Some persons are looking forward to get internship. And so this pain point is just quite common. I just finished product management. I'm looking for an internship role. How about getting volunteering jobs? I just completed a social media management on HubSpot. I'm looking for internship. I'm looking for a work experience. How do I go about this? One person said, I've completed a course on project management and I'm looking for internship. It's been so hard. So this function is quite common across board. And we're looking for what is the best way for us to be able to solve this problem. Another said, I need a data analysis internship. Another person said, I need a UI UX internship. So all of these are different persons and with from diverse background and with similar problems. So that means this is something that is recurrent, and that is something we're looking forward to solve at BuildersStudio. So this is what the outcome of the bootcamp is basically. So this is who you are. You're like this Mario guy, looking forward to become the big guy, so you can be able to get many things done for yourself personally, right? And so we have seen that there are some things you need to pursue, which is something like this flower in the middle, where you need to pursue some concept, some understanding around technical skill you want to learn, and how it applies to building products that are successful in the market. So what we're actually trying to help you to achieve basically is that we want to become an enabler between you and what you want to become. So you are this young person or this newbie, new tech talent trying to navigate your path in and around how to be an excellent or a high-paying tech talent, right? So between this young and newbie to this skilled tech talent, there's something you need to pursue. And that's what BuilderStudio want to help you become that bridge where we enable you to quickly fast track your journey, basically. All right. So in between this call, I want you to create an ambition for yourself, right? Like a vision statement. What do you want to achieve in this bootcamp? It's very short, 4 days, but I can tell you that there's a whole lot you can achieve in 4 days. So have a personal ambition. I want to learn these specific things around the fundamentals of product design. I want to learn these specific things around the fundamentals of software engineering. I want to learn these specific things around the fundamentals of software engineering or product management, right? So you must have an ambition. What exactly is your own personal outcome? And your personal outcome must spawn between that, you want to move from one level to another. It will not be so good that you spend your time, your energy, and your resources to come on this kind of a call. And after 4 days, you can categorically say, these are the things I've picked up as a body of knowledge, as a body of understanding. So if you could go back 4 days, you should have been able to like measure how you've been able to grow in your level of skill, your level of knowledge, and a level of understanding, basically. So have a personal vision, write it down. It might just be one single sentence, might be 3 sentences, might be just 2 sentences, but pretty much write something. All right. So another thing I want to talk about is now that I've spoken about your personal ambition, I've spoken about why the bootcamp is holding, right? Basically, so I want to introduce you to BuildersStudio. So our mission basically is that we're trying to make technical growth accessible to everyone around the planet, regardless of their location. And how we want to do this basically is I want to bring someone like you, right, to bring forth your own skill set, your own way of doing things, and how we can build a system to which we can help each other to effortlessly evolve to become our desired self. So as you begin your journey to become a tech talent, a highly skilled one, there's a version of you have in your mind. I want to be so person, any please mute yourself if you're not talking. I want to be earning $500,000 in about 2 years. I want to be earning $500,000 in about 4 years per annum. These are like specific outcomes. So how can you move from one level to another level as you begin your journey? That's pretty much what our mission basically is all about. So we believe that everyone has an equal right to imagine and create the version they desire, basically. And so basically, we're your outcome-driven and learning growth partner. So we want to help you to evolve and grow to become your desired self. So how we want you to measure your success when you do bootcamp, basically, is number one, your capacity. I want you to be able to measure how have you enlarged your capacity to develop things? Have you gone confident? Okay, I want to learn product design. I'm not confident that the product design track is my decision. I have confidence, I have reasons why I'm selecting this particular field, right? I want to go into software engineering. This is my reason. You are confident in your decision because without you being confident, in the long run, you make lots of mistakes. So this bootcamp is helping you to make sure that you can make a definite decision around what exactly you want to learn, right? Then in the long term, part of the programs we're exposing you to is how you can now grow your capital, your skill, your understanding on how you can monetize the skill you're going to be learning and all of this kind of stuff, right? So moving forward, I would check on Favor now, if he's back on the call to take over from me. Okay, I think he's back. So Favor will get to talk more about the program schedules. And before I hand over to him, I just want to say that you are here not by chance. You're here to meet an outcome, basically. And so we've defined an outcome from our end, what we hope to achieve. You need to define yours. And if you can be able to define yours, your outcome, it means that we are now on the same page. So meaning that when we tell you to do an assignment and it's rigorous or something, you are eager enough to jump on it and get the job done, basically. So without further ado, I want to say thank you all for joining, and I will proceed with the rest of the conversation. Favor, if you can hear me, over to you.
All right. Firstly, I want to apologize for, I don't know if you can hear me. Can you hear me, please? All right. I want to apologize for the network breakout that I've just.
I don't know if I can still hear you anymore.
About. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay. Please, can you help with the movement of the slides?
Okay.
From your end.
Are you out there? Sorry about the background noise, please. Where's my... Favor, are you still talking? My goodness. Am I still... Hello, Favor? Favor, if you're talking, I can't hear you, please. Yeah, so there'll be a recording of the session, and we understand that sometimes technology plays itself, so network and all those kind of stuff. So we do expect to record, and the conversation will be put on YouTube for you to be able to listen to them over again. Okay, so let me pick up from where I stopped. I think this is sometimes when this is where we try to work around technology and make sure that we can still provide as much value as possible. So you understand that when I was speaking about some of the pain points we detected when we were making our research on what problems we can solve around the EdTech ecosystem in Nigeria, is that a lot of persons are learning in silos. You learn as a product designer on your own, you learn as a product manager on your own, you learn as a software engineer on your own, right? And then in the end, you come together and you're looking for an internship to practice what you've learned. And we are saying that that approach in itself has a lot of loopholes, and that's what we're trying to solve. So this bootcamp is like a preamble to what is coming for what BuilderStudio wants to help you to achieve, basically. So for today, the Wednesday, we're going to be talking about the fundamentals of working in the product team. And then tomorrow, Thursday, each of the learning track is going to have a separate class where the instructors are going to be taking you through the fundamentals of each of the track: software engineering, product management, data, tech sales, and product design. Same thing happens on Friday. The instructor takes you across the different concepts in fundamentals of these disciplines, right? And it's going to start exactly by 7 p.m., same time as today. And also, then on Saturday, we come together just like this again, right? And we are able to have a final conversation on how your role contributes to revenue generation. So the whole essence of the bootcamp basically is to guide you on, number one, what skill set you need to make your decision on. Like, you need to gain confidence on, okay, I'm going to the route of tech sales, and these are my reasons, these are my ambitions, these are my statements on why I'm selecting this field, right? So I'm hoping that if you've joined, if you're just joining, make sure you listen to this conversation all over again. Make sure you write your personal ambition statement. Write something you're looking forward to achieve within these 4 days, right? So that you can be able to ask questions around that framework, and you can know that within these 4 days, you're able to get maximum value from the conversations, basically. So all of that things I would like to share before we go to today's conversation is that throughout this bootcamp, we would like to get your questions on Slido. So for today's call, I'll be dropping a link. So just go to slido.com, right? And I will drop you a code, and you slot in the code, and you can type in all your questions on the board itself. And automatically, we will be showing all the questions and select the ones that are applicable to our conversation, basically. So I want you to be thoughtful and ask questions that are specific to our conversation today. And all the classes will be held on Zoom. And also, all the classes will be recorded and will be posted on YouTube so that you can have access to these courses and these conversations after, so you can go over them, right? Also, like I said, the bootcamp consists of 2 modules, and it's spread across 2 classes. And another thing I want to say at this stage is that today is like a grace period, right? So we allowed people in after 5 minutes. So once it's 7:05, we're going to disable the link. You'll be able to join the class anymore. So try as much as possible so that 7 o'clock you join on time and you can get maximum value. Also, avoid spamming us on the WhatsApp group or chatting up other persons on the platform, any cases like that or any defaulter will be automatically removed. Also, we'll be sharing with you some resources around how you can best maximize your time to learn your desired test skills. So sending you roadmaps and other resources to guide your journey. And like I said, we're very particular about building relationships, basically. So we believe that learning in silos will give you a lot of headache and frustration along your learning path. So we're believing that you want to create relationships of peers where you can be able to learn from each other and create clusters to which that you can be able to gain mastery faster. So I'll move forward. All right. So I would like to introduce to us our instructors. Some of them are on this call, while some of them will be getting to meet them tomorrow in your learning tracks. So I'll start by reading Daniel's profile. Daniel is a UX designer and he's a good guy. And he has background in design principles and visual research. And basically, he is interested in the intersection of technology, data, and innovation. So you really want to lead the conversation around the UX design, UX UI, or what we call product design. All right. The other person I'll be introducing is Emmanuel Zoe, and he's a product manager and is experienced in managing people and processes, right? And he will be taking you through the conversation around product management and how best you can position yourself to be an excellent product manager. And the fun fact is that myself, I'm a product manager, so I'll be listening to the conversation and ask questions myself, basically. So we're looking forward to, so Daniel and Emmanuel, are you on the call? Do you want to say hi? Let me see. Okay, I think Emmanuel's on the call. Do you want to say hi? I'm not sure about Daniel. Emmanuel, Tomiwa, do you want to say hi? Okay, all right. I think Favor is back. Favor, are you good now? Can I hand over to you to continue the conversation, please? Okay, all right. Okay, so I think let me continue. Can you signify you can hear me, please? Anybody can unmute yourself or put a comment on the chat board. Let me know that I'm not being pulled out by the network. Can you confirm you can hear me, please? Anyone?
Yes, we can hear you.
All right, cool.
Yeah, we can hear you. Go ahead.
All right, cool. Thank you. All right, so I'll move on to the next set of persons. Doreen and Peter. So Doreen is a data engineer, and she'll be taking you through the fundamentals of data and how you can position yourself to be maybe a data analyst, a data scientist, a data engineer, or a machine learning scientist, depending on your interest. So I'm looking forward to meet Doreen in the data track. Peter also is a software engineer and is interested in basically cybersecurity. And so I will be taking you through fundamentals of software engineering and what kind of skills you were looking forward to learn. Maybe you want to learn front-end engineering, you want to learn back-end engineering, you want to learn what are the fundamental things that will prepare you for the learning track you've selected. And yeah, so we get to meet them tomorrow, basically. So I'll be introducing Esther and Favor. So Esther will be taking you through the tech sales fundamentals, basically, and she'll be helping you to understand how best you can become a technology salesperson. We live in a world where half of our day we interact with technology. So people sell these softwares, right? So how best can you prepare yourself to be a person that has the knowledge to be an excellent salesperson that helps companies achieve their sales outcome? And Favor I'm sure you've been seeing a lot of interaction with Favor. So most of the communications and most of the management of people, if you have any questions, any concerns, feel free to reach out to Favor. I'm sure you've gotten emails from him, and also you've gotten a lot of messages from him on WhatsApp, basically. Right. Okay, so myself, my name is Damola Oladipo, and my own interest basically is that I want to help over the next few years. I want to help 10 million persons to be product minded, because I found out that most of us learn in silo, and the best way to bridge this gap is to help persons who are in technology to be product minded and help you build your product thinking skills and product sense skills, basically. So you can connect with me on LinkedIn. You can search for my name, Damola Oladipo, and you also see my current face on LinkedIn. All right, so to get us started for today, okay, before that, if you're just joining the conversation, maybe somebody send you a link and you've not registered, feel free to click on this link, register.builderstudio.org/join, take it to WhatsApp, and I'm sure Favor will be able to send just all of that information to you via the WhatsApp. All right. So for questions, like I said, I will be dropping a link on the chat for you to make your questions. So I want us to test run the app. Maybe this is your first time of using Slido. So I've dropped a link. 1 second. Yeah, I've dropped a URL code. So you can just copy the code and add on to slido.com. And your first page, you see a dashboard where you're able to insert the code, and you can ask all your questions. And so that we can move forward, I will postpone the question for this phase to the end of the entire conversation, and then we take the both questions at the same time. So in case you have any question, add on to Slido. So let me show you how Slido looks like. 1 second. Using my network. So add on to Slido. Yeah, so this is outside. It has this green, and so they'll ask you to enter a code, and then from there you'll be able to type in, so slido.com. So ask all your questions, so you can be able to track all questions on the board, and then I will display the board and answer any question that you might have, basically. All right, so to get us started, I will move on to the other part of our conversation, what we are really here for. Basically, 1 second, I'm making my slide to load. Okay. Okay, where is it? Right.